Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Sunday and a great weekend. And today we're going to be working on the 12 Chinese women that I got from Amazon. I think it's from Joy Autumn Store on Amazon. I believe that's correct. I put the information in when I opened it up. So I am working on this lady right here, and I got I'm working on this sleeve part of her dress. So I thought for the sake of the video, I will work down here so y'all can see it. And I want you to know crap, everything's falling. Everything is falling. Okay. I rolled it up, what the excess was, and I'm using this little clip that I could find. I have bigger ones, but this works just great, and it goes only as far as I need it to go, if that makes any kind of sense. And hopefully this one won't move around too much. So, what are you working on? Holy cow, yesterday I worked on 4 different projects. Wasn't neurotic or nothing, huh? Worked on Tiny Treetops, Rose or Time by Blackbird. I stitched another whole line of the Linen and Threads 2021, trying to get that all boxed in. Yeah. And I worked a bit on my my third ornament. I got all the lettering done, so that part's done. All I got to do is the outside, and then there's a couple of lines, in between the words, like as decoration, that I have to do. And I worked on this last night. I just sat there and wanted to get, one whole area done. But, yep, I got all that done, and I'm working over here and up towards her face. So we'll see. But for today, I thought since this was in the middle of the camera view, shall we say, I would work on this part. There's a leaf right here that sticks out behind her. So we'll just kind of work over here for a while. See if we can get these oranges done. I don't know which way exactly to go, but we're winging it today, guys. And it's kind of cold and cloudy out there. It's supposed to snow by 2 o'clock. There's like a 5% chance between now and 8 o'clock. Well, it's past 8 o'clock. But there's like a 45% chance about 2 o'clock, so I have to go run to the laundromat. It might be a day I leave Molly at home. But this is sewing so nice. And you know what I really love about this? Is that this fabric is not real heavy and stiff. You can hold it in your hand, and of course sooner or later it's going to get, broken down where, it'll be nice and soft. In fact, this area over here is real nice and soft. But it turned out really well. I was just really pleased with myself that I got that much done. And so I just work on it a little bit at a time. And it's going good. I mean, I'm shocked. So, and I worked, oh yes, I probably worked on more than 4 projects. So, I'm working on, with the needle, on 28 count. And everything was going just beautifully, and I'm working on this. There's like a flower pot, and at the top of the flowers, there's this bird. Okay, I frogged it out twice, and then I restitched it, and it's still wrong. So, yeah, I gotta do something else. So, I don't know what happened there somewhere, but we'll get it fixed, but it wasn't going to be tomorrow. I had already frogged it out twice, so yeah. So I don't know what I did wrong. Well, I mean, I kind of know that I got off line with it somewhere. Irritating. Irritating. So, we'll see. Watched a little YouTube yesterday. And last night I put on Call the Midwives because it's one of those I've seen 15 times at least. It does seem like. And that way I didn't have to do anything but stitch. So, yeah. So I did a lot of stitching yesterday, it seemed like. But I worked on this, I think, the longest. Just because it's going so well. You know, I like that part. And this would probably be better on a scroll frame. But you know me, I can't handle that up and down, up and down, up and down. It just drives me insane. Just drives me crazy. So I just thought I'd... And it's easy enough to work in hand. Because it doesn't go anywhere. I can keep the rolled up part in my lap. So we'll see what happens once I get past this part, you know, and then I start rolling in the other direction. So we'll see. We'll just have to see. But so far the thread's been really good. I haven't run into any problems. I just keep stitching on it. And yeah, it'll take 100 years to get done. And I'm going a little bit slower here than I would if it was in my lap, because I can just go, you know. I'm not bound by area or whatever. So yeah, that's what I worked on, and I just did a little bit on each one, or until I got stuck, you know, whichever happens first. Sometimes I get stuck and I can't figure out, well, how is that supposed to be? Well, yeah. So I finished part of the border on, what do you call it? Tiny Treetops Rose or Time. Because you have to get the border over so far to start this other thing. And since it's going to be off anyway, I didn't want to start up in the top of it like I normally do. So we'll see. Just taking things out a little bit at a time. Working a little bit at a time. But at least they get some stitchy time in. Yeah. And here's another horrifying thought, okay? In my thing, these are everything. Let me see if I can get it where it's normal. All these, I don't know why I started skipping spaces. I guess I was going to write what it was and all that. But you don't have too many pages, so we kind of got to make it last for the year. But all these are ones that I started this year alone. Just started. Yeah, and some of them are, let's see, there's like 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of them that are pre-stamped. So, yeah, we really need to slow it down just a bit, because I can't keep up 12 projects a month, or I'm not going to be able to live in my house by the time December comes. So, yeah, sorry. And my sink's been stopped up. I put vinegar and, what do you call that? Baking soda in it. I don't know what its problem is. And I tried to follow the internet instructions for that. Yeah, not happening so much. And I found that I can look in the book on this. I know, I just completely skipped task or thought process right there. Because I'm thinking, I mean, I'll go up here and I'll do the rest of the orange because I want to use up this thread. But if I look in the book, because this is where we're at, and this is that part, that I'm working on right here. So I look on page 16, and it's right on the edge. So I just look, you know, for the, oops, it's right down here. Look for the right symbol, and then I can look up the thread without having to unroll the whole thing. So, yeah. Or, now some people have gone to the whole thing of taking a picture of the key, and that way you don't have to keep unrolling it to figure out what color, you know, you're working on. So you can just go by symbols and then go look up the color. So I thought that was a pretty cool idea. Because heaven knows, unrolling this thing, by the time I get it rolled back up, in my little pea brain, I will forget what the heck color it was that I was looking for in the first place. Yeah. But, yeah. And I like the fact that it's not real stiff material. You know, because some of those, the other great big ones that I have, they're really thick. And it's really hard to work on in hand. Yeah, I know. I could put it, I do have a Q-snap. So this one you could probably put in a Q-snap. In fact, I don't have a big hoop. I could put it in a hoop because it's so bendable. I noticed that Joblin that I'm working with on with the needle. I've got to go back and figure that out because it's just driving me crazy. It's kind of stiffy. You know, I didn't wash it or anything before I started. So, you know, there's hope for it. But I'll just go back and rip out that stupid bird and figure out, because I got half of it done, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where to go. So yeah, it's giving me little fits, but nothing that I can't solve. This time I know it's not the count that's off. First time before I ripped it out, it was the count. I had gotten one less row in there. So I went and I got my line keeper and put it on the paper, ripped it out like halfway, and then stitched from the top down. And then when it got down there to meet up with the rest, it didn't match because I did something wrong. So I don't know. So we'll just rip it out calmly and start over, because I really want to get past this bird. So, and it's a lot slower, you know, because it's something new. It's slow for me to stitch because I have to think about it. I'm telling you, I've been working on it, right? On the 28 count. I need a drink. Hang on. And I picked up, what was it? It's the Tiny Treetops, and it's on 14 count. I was flying through the 14 count. I'm like, whoa, this is so much easier. So you got to take a little walk on the other side and then go back to what you've been doing. It goes really fast compared to the other. I like the end result. I like, you know, so it's pushing. It's pushing me. I watched Teresa Kogut this morning. I love her. She's so fun, and she's so sweet and so nice. And if you catch her channel on YouTube, go for it. And she's a good designer. Some of her stuff I don't like, but that's with anything that I work with. I have my favorites, of course, but within those favorites, I don't like all of their stuff, you know, or the way they do things. Sometimes for me it gets a little too primitive. Does that make any kind of sense at all? But yeah. But I just I like her as she's just a nice, sweet person, you know. And she sounds like the rest of us. She's got so much going. And she's like, I don't have time to stitch. Oh my God, I would be so lost if I didn't have time to stitch. But that's all I do. I mean, I don't design. I don't do all these other extracurricular things. You know, I stick with one. When I painted, I painted. When I quilted, I quilted. You know, I stick in one genre, and I couldn't do all the things. Does that make any kind of sense? Yeah. So, it works. Because my focus, I want to do too much all the time. I mean, I would love to get out my paints and just paint up a picture or whatever, but I'm not going to get the paint on the fabric. So, yeah. If I could just get my stupid little studio straightened out, then, you know, I might have room to paint. Because I enjoyed painting landscapes and that kind of thing. But, you know, this is just going to have to do for now because it is what it is. But, yeah, I like to do other crafts. I just don't have the space to get it all out. So, we'll see. Well, we're finishing that orange up. And some of them have numbers on them. Some of them don't. We might go to one that has a color. We're going to hop, skip, and jump way back over here. I should have done that while I was there. So, we'll see. We'll see. Now I had one whole piece of thread left. So I can go on to another color. And what I'll do, I'll show you here in a minute. I think that's it for that. I can't even imagine framing this. My son will just freaking kill me. Here, I need a frame that is this big, by this big, by this big, and then we're going to have to try to get it attached to something. Oh yeah, it'll be great. Now, maybe he'll be older and have more patience. Not. No. He's always quick to help, and that's good. So we need number 62. Let me see. We got those right on the outside. I'm trying to see if they're the same. Number 16. Let's turn it the way it is. I need Y, and color Y is it's 907, number 63. Like I said, it's going to be a leaf. So I look for number 63. Pull out a thread. Get this out of my way. It's in one of my bags. I got the thread in a bag because, you know, I'm not going to fold this big thing up every time. So I just leave it rolled out and I go sit it over there on top of the printer. Just so I don't knock it off or get wet on it or spill coffee on it or some stupid crazy thing. Oh, we can get that out of our way now. Sorry for the reach. But that's how I do, and I just do one color at a time. Now, if I was not on camera, I would go over here and do all the oranges until I ran out of that thread. But for today, we're doing it this way. It'll be okay. Everything is fine. I keep telling myself that. So yeah, I don't know what's up with this stupid sink. I just... Some days you just gotta walk away. And just do something else. I don't know. At least I have water. And it's bizarre. The toilet flushes. Go figure. The toilet flushes, But the sink in the kitchen, not happening. So the kitchen and the sink in the bathroom is on the same? I don't know. Oh, my throat is getting dry. So, yeah, yesterday Molly and I ran around like little fools, and I didn't even take the thread out of my purse. That'll tell you something. Yeah. Because I wanted to get back here and do the, what do you call it? Do the framing thing. Because I was paranoid it wasn't going to turn out. Well, it almost didn't turn out. But we'll see. Trying to get it into the hole. So, yeah, we just kind of sat around afterwards. I took a 2.5-hour nap. Couldn't handle it anymore. Just stressed myself out, I guess. Then we went to bed about midnight. Of course, I didn't get to bed until about 2:30. Or get to sleep until about 2:30. So we didn't get up too early today. Almost 8 o'clock by the time I got up. Gotta go back and get that other one. So yeah, I'm enjoying working on this. Of course, I always enjoy it for about a week, and I get a good firm start, and then I'm on to something else, But that's just the way I roll. That's just what happens in my world. So, only 2 things I want to accomplish before the snow flies. Now, yesterday it snowed while I was in town, but none of it stuck on the ground or anything like that. So I'm hopefully expecting the same thing. We're just having flurries, but it's probably dumping some snow up there on that mountain. And I'd show you a picture of it today, but, it's not real pretty. It's kind of gray and cloudy, and it just not happening. It's not awe-inspiring. I've seen it awe-inspiring, where the sun's shining and we have a nice blue sky. Yeah, I know. I'm just kind of picky about the pictures I take. It just looks like a good day to stay in is what it's looking like. I'm telling you. And since this is 11 count, it covers a lot of ground fairly fast, And you have to change colors out a little bit. Sometimes I will put the thread back, but, if I just have a little bit, because I don't want to lose where it's at or have threads left out, because you got 90-some colors. So that doesn't work well for me. I can't remember one thread color to the next, or where I used it, so it's best I just use up that thread. Now there's some more of that green somewhere else over there, so if I don't finish up these right here, then it'll be someplace else. So we'll see. Come on. It's being pokey today. Oh, pokey, and it's a needle. It's not being pokey. Believe me. Goodness. So I'm still waiting for that one order. I went and checked the mail yesterday. There wasn't anything there. That lady contacted me about doing a review for their cross-stitch stuff. So, we'll see. Where we get or when I get it, I have no idea. It looks like it was shipped somewhere around the 15th of this month, so I don't expect it until the middle of February, so it might surprise me. It might surprise me. They're really pretty patterns. I picked out 2 so that I could compare. So we'll see. Just what their stuff looks like. I'm trying to work my way to the edge here. So I'll just keep at it, keep working on it until I'm tired of it, and then I'll put it down and do something else. You know, I just try to pick at least, oh, I don't know. I try not to set times for myself. You know, like, say I'm going to stitch an hour. Well, that doesn't work. I sit down and stitch when I want to stitch, you know, and for as long as I want to. Like I said, sometimes I run into, oh crap, well that's not working, so I need to get away from it for a while, but there's a little piece sticking up there for some reason. Not real sure. So we'll see how far we can get with this. My goal is to work on this lady, period. Not going any further. That's just get that one done, and then we'll take it from there. We're not going to finish it in a week. It won't happen. And I didn't want to do this because it's just straight back and forth. I mean, I can go do that on my own time, but there's like a cabinet or something that runs. This cabinet runs all the way pretty much across the whole thing, or part of it, shall we say. So I try to focus just in one area for when I'm working on these big ones. It's the only way that I can do. You know, and then you finish that area, then go on to something else. Don't worry about the rest. The rest will take care of itself, and you'll get there. But when you can see it all laid out, it's kind of hard not to panic, you know? So if you just concentrate in one area, then that works. If I can do that, that's how I try to accomplish these things. But we're making fair progress just in the time I've been stitching. So it covers well, and it covers up fairly fast. I don't think I could handle this in a 14 count. Of course, it'd be a little bit shorter if I did. But, yeah. And I got out the one that has the silk thread, and I went, nope, I'm not dealing with that today. So I put that back for right now. No, I want the easy thing for a while. Just easy. I don't want to have to work that hard on it. It's going to be beautiful, but yeah, no. I'm not looking forward to working on that with that, we'll call it silk thread. Somebody said it was rayon. Oh, and I was listening to Teresa Kogut today, and she was talking about how she got, oh, I don't know, there might have been 10, 15 colors from Sulky. I really like the way that Sulky stitches. It's really nice. But I went to sulky.com, and, you know, it's a little bit cheaper, I think, than Amazon. I'm not real sure. I can't remember. I didn't go and do a comparison study, but yeah. What I'd really like is one of those great big huge things of it, but then I think, you know, that's just not real practical, so. Because when would I use all those colors? It's not like I use the Sulky thread, you know, on a lot of things. I mean, I could start using them, but I like I like the way they stitch, so I might acquire a few more. And there you can get them individual colors, you know. So we'll see. You know, like if I was going to do a big one color, you know, type pattern, you know, then I might get some more. But yeah, I think thing was sticking up there. Come on, you. So yeah, I just looked around, but I'm having a hard enough time trying to collect all the, what do you call it? The DMCs. Alright. Got a thread that wants to not play well with the others here. Get there, please. So I have to take it down and straighten it out. It was just coming up higher than the others. And it happens after I stitch for a while with a color. We are almost got this color done. So I just got, I tend to go get one thread out and go from there, you know, and try to finish that thread because I don't really want to tie it on to the others. And of course I could get out 93 little tiny snack bags and put them in there, but then the problem comes in, I don't have any place to set them like this. So then they're all in my, you know, big, we'll call it plastic bag thing that I put projects in. They're all floating. Then you got to look for the color. I hate that. I just hate that. So we'll keep it good as long as we can. All right. Well, we got those two colors done. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 colors right there left to do just in that leaf. Alright guys, well I think that is going to be it for today. Gotta get rid of this. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell, and that way you will know when my next video comes out. Y'all need stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, and keep stitching. God bless. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.